Good morning. Thank you for joining Cooking with Gina Bug. I just wanted to, I had some stuff I had to get up this morning and do for Cooking with Gina Bug, and I'll show it to you guys. I'm going to be doing some cube steak and also some biscuits. Okay, I'm not gonna waste y'all's time with the making the biscuits. Everybody else how to make biscuits. If you don't, I have a show dedicated just to making biscuits. What I do want to show is make sure with your biscuits that your flour is sifted. I've had a lot of people ask me about this, but they do my directions step by step. And the main thing they leave out is the sifting. I don't care if you buy sifted flour. If you don't sift it, it will be hard. And don't roll it. The harder you roll biscuits, the more you roll biscuits, the harder they get. You're not making a cake, you're making biscuits. So you want to sift it really good, just like this. Sift it down. Make sure it's all sifted. And then you want to make you a hard bottom. Make sure when you get going, you have a hard bottom. That means you want to knead it like this. You want to just go around in a circle. Not all the way to the bottom, and then pat it. Pat it. You want that bottom to be hard. If it's not, then you're not making biscuits. It's going to go, and the whole thing is going to be messed up. So make sure you pat it down. Make it hard, just like this. Just like so, as my husband likes to make fun of me by saying. I didn't realize I said that so much, but I'll try to do better. But you want your center to be patted down, just like that. You know, you want it, and then you're going to pour your buttermilk in the middle, and when you get ready, and then your Crisco, or if you don't use Crisco, some people don't. But if you don't, you're going to have to put something in there. If it's not Crisco, which I recommend Crisco, the butter kind, the kind that you put into the refrigerator. Let me see if I got any. Okay, if you don't have the blocks of Crisco, then you're going to have to use the big cans of Crisco, like Grandma used to use. You just use just a tiny bit, put it in the middle with your buttermilk, and don't overcompensate for your buttermilk, because you want it to be a little, where you can just spread a little bit, put your little bit of flour on the thing, and roll them out if you have to. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how you do them. As far as making the biscuit, roll them out. But you don't want to over knead your biscuits. But what we're going to do today, I'm going to make the biscuits, and I'm going to put them in I already got my biscuit pan ready. Look, I got me 2. See, I'm up early. Got me 2. I'm going to make 5 in each one, so they're not going to be very big. But what we're going to do today is we're going to make country fried steak. Country fried steak's the same way. Sift your flour before you put it in there. You don't have to sift your flour for your country fried steak very much, but you want it sifted. Okay? And it don't take very long. To me, my grandma did this, and everything that she done, hell, most of the time she made her own damn butter. So I think that's something we can do. We can sift our for our family. We can sift it. I think it's something we can do, because my grandma used to do this, and she went out and made her own butter. So I think this is something we can do for our families. Okay. Once you sift your flour, you want to get you some buttermilk. I've got a glass bowl, and I just filled it up just a little bit. I've let it get to room temperature. And I'm going to add some salt and pepper to it. As much salt and pepper as you want. My suggestion is you add it to the milk, to the buttermilk, and not the flour. So I'm just going to put just a little bit of salt in there. I love salt. Everybody who follows my show knows I love salt. And I love pepper. So I'm going to pepper. Just cover the top of it with that. And I use fresh ground pepper. I love fresh ground pepper. But this is what it should look like, just like this. You want it just like this, you know? Can y'all see that? Okay. See that? All right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our cube steak. Now, I did pay a little much for this. Got it at Piggly Wiggly. It's upside down. Sorry. Yeah, no, it's not. I paid $11 for this. That's probably a lot. But I want y'all to see how much I got. I mean, you see all that? I remember when cube steak, it was something that nobody ate. But this is actually a piece of steak. You know, this is pretty meat. And if you do this after you put it in your frying pan, you're talking about good gravy. Oh my goodness, it's the best gravy ever. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our cube steak. Now, in the process of this, you want to go ahead and start your iron skillet. Let me move you around a little bit here. Don't have no help this morning. So you want to take your iron skillet, which is this. And I've got butter. See, I've got butter. I just drizzled butter all around, made a little spider web. And then I coated it with vegetable oil. Because you don't want to make it soggy. You want enough in there to cover. And then you want to put your stove on about a medium high. Because you want it hot. So I'm putting mine on medium high, which is right in the middle. Cube steak, we've got here. We're going to take our patty right here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to put it in our buttermilk, just like that. Now, you can't use this buttermilk for anything else because you're putting raw meat in it. I know I shouldn't have to tell you that, but... And then you just, see that? And then you're just going to lay it over, and you're just going to pat it. Just pat it. That's all you got to do is pat it. You can't use this flour for anything else either. You're going to pat it until it's not wet anymore. That makes sense. Just pat it. Do not roll it. Do not roll it. And do not cover it. Just lay it in a bowl and let it do it itself. Okay? Can you imagine what our grandmothers, great-grandmothers had to go through to fix meat? I mean, I think about that all the time. I was like, my Lord. My grandma probably had to go out and kill, had to feed the cow and grow it. Then had to go out, kill a cow, and skin it and do all that stuff, and then had to bring it in and then cook it. So we're very, very blessed that we don't have to do all that. Done a lot of work. That's probably after she went and worked the garden and went and got well water to wash her hands off with. Okay, you see this? That's what it should look like. You see how pretty that is? No more than that. When our eye, you can throw a little bit, just a tiny bit of flour into your thing just to see if it's ready, if it sizzles. Let's see. Mine's not sizzling. So as soon as it's ready, because you want it sizzling, and we're going to cook it, on each side about maybe 2 minutes. And if you want to use, as my husband calls, microwave time, you can set your timer to 2 minutes, however you want to do it. Waiting on our eye to get hot, but make sure it's like a medium high. You want it hot enough so your flour doesn't come off of your cube steak, because it will. And I'm gonna show you a trick to use how to pick. You don't want to burn it. First of all, you don't want to burn it. You don't want to overcook it. Now I can take this cube steak and I can put it over there in my pressure cooker and put me a little bit of brown gravy, make me some gravy and put in there. Woo! Little onions and mushrooms, and let it just cook away, and it's the best. I mean, you can cut it with a fork. It's so good. So, hey guys, I was going to show y'all. I did find my Crisco I was talking about. It looks like this. put into your biscuits. If you want to get something like this is wonderful. Okay, guys, we finally, it was hot enough to put it in there. So I want y'all to look. This is what we got. You don't want to put more than 2 in there, though. You want to make sure you only have 2, because your flour is going to kind of give it some. And this is going to be some good gravy right here. I'm talking about some good gravy. But make sure you don't put more than 2. And see how it's really hot? You want to keep that. You want to cook it. Like I said, you can use microwave time or whatever you want to. About 2 minutes on each side. 2 to 3 minutes. You want it done. So make sure it's done. Usually I do about 3 minutes. I've got my dial on about medium high. So on each side for about 2 minutes. And we'll be done with this. I took it out of my frying pan and then I put it over on my plate. I use these 2 to pick it up with. I use one on the front, one on the back. I never put any kind of metal into my iron skillet. I know that's a wise tale, but I don't do it. I try not to anyway. Sometimes I do. I mess up and do it. But this is what your country fried steak looks like. It looks beautiful. We're going to cut it open and see what it looks like. All right, with my country fried steak, I'm going to do biscuits, which I just showed y'all. But this is what mine look like. I just did 2 little small pans. I didn't overknead them, so they're going to be really pretty. Got my oven at 400. Just put them in the oven. And I'm going to set my microwave timer to, let's see. Let's do it on 400. Let's just do it for 12 minutes. So I'm going to put it in there on 400. My biscuits. If you want to know anything about my biscuit video, all you got to do is go to my videos. And we're going to cut this baby open. We're going to see what it looks like. All right, let's cut it open. Oh, it's so tender. I don't even need this this knife. Look at that. Look at that. I see that? That is so pretty. I bet you this is delicious. Gotta have light. I don't need it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, good. The perfect way to do a southern style cube steak right there. And with biscuits, take your frying pan that you just cooked the cube steak in. You see that? I can tell you what you can do with this. You sprinkle a little flour. Sprinkle your little flour in there. And, I don't know if you can say that good. But, and water. Let it come to a boil. Woo, that's the best dang gravy you'll ever have. Thank you guys for everything that y'all do. And I'm going to have mine with cantaloupe. So I've got me a pretty cantaloupe. So I'm going to have biscuits, cantaloupe, and country fried steak with a little bit of brown gravy. I'm going to go ahead and put me a little bit of flour for my biscuits in there, like this. Just a tiny bit of water. Make me some gravy. Add a little pepper and salt in there. Pour it over my country fried steak, and then, oh, that cantaloupe is going to be so good. If y'all need any help with anything with this video, please contact me. But thank you for joining Cooking with Gina Bug. And as always, stay cooking.
Thanks for watching Cooking with Gina Bug. Please be sure to follow so you don't miss out on any future videos.